Okay, so thank you everybody for joining us today. This is our very first Chair Shiatsu workshop, and Hideki's been wanting to teach this class for a very long time, so we're really glad that we could bring it to you virtually. But my name is Stephanie, and I'm the program manager at the Gardena Valley Japanese Cultural Institute. So again, welcome. I hope you guys have lots of fun today. And I'll just go ahead and introduce our teacher. Maybe you already know him, Hideki Obayashi. So he has a real passion for shiatsu massage. He has over 50 years of experience, and he's developed a lot of his own techniques along the way. So he's very excited to show you guys what he's learned. So Hideki, I'll hand it over to you to get started. Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Just to tell you a little bit more about myself. Actually, I was first introduced to Amma through my grandmother, who used to wake me up in the morning with Amma massage, wake me up for school. And then my mother carried that on. When I moved to Seattle, and she would do that to me too before I went to Washington Junior High School and then Garfield, even college. So I became fascinated with massage, and then later on with shiatsu. I studied with Wataru Ohashi from New York. He was the one that gave me excellent pointers, and the key to a good massage and shiatsu is just to be there. Don't push. Don't push. Oh, okay. When you put your hands on the body, shifting your weight. So more pressure, shift your weight a little bit, and you lean forward. And your arms are used as extensions. So if you're using your thumb, you don't push, you just put your thumb there or your palm, and then you shift your weight towards the body and try to always be perpendicular to the point of contact and applying the pressure smoothly, and you can withdraw quickly or slowly as you wish. So
should we come up closer? Would it be better if we got closer to you? Just raise your hand. We're okay? All right. So we'll just select it.
Okay. Bruce Lee was a big influence in my shiatsu also, because I went to school with him at the University of Washington. He was quite a philosopher, and he said that no style is the best style. You don't want to copy somebody else's way of doing things completely. Rather, study all styles and see which one fits you the best. So I like that because, I studied the Namikoshi style in Japan. He uses a high chair, a high table, and he does a lot of pushing. The best surface actually is right on the floor where you can just be there. If you want more pressure, then you lean forward. If you want less pressure, then you lean back. So the homework I'm going to give you for tonight is to have your significant other crawl using all four limbs, and then crawl right over your back. Right over your back, much like a baby would be crawling across the floor, and right over your back. So as if you were just part of the terrain. Well, the point I'm trying to get across is that it's just pressure, no pushing. That enables the person receiving the massage to not reject, to not follow, to not fight against, just accepting. And it's important also for the person giving the massage to know when it's too hard or when it's too heavy. So I encourage active communication between the person giving the massage and the person receiving it. The other thing that I stress is don't be concerned with the actual acupuncture points. Close your eyes, feel with your fingers. Don't go on the bones. Try to find the area between the bone, the meaty parts. And with experience and keeping your eyes closed, you'll find all the knots, you'll find all the holes. And believe me, it'll work. If you have a dog or a cat, preferably a little on the old side, you'll be surprised. You can just use the weight of your hand. You can use all your fingers. Again, just find the crevice between the bone and the meat. And in no time at all, you'll find all the paths to making your pet or significant other feel good. And you'll find that they'll soon fall asleep, actually. Okay, well, let's get started. This is my wife, Jeannie. She's going to be my client, so to speak. If you have a chair, if you could, let's start first sitting at the top of me. You want to make sure that the chair sits on a non-slipping floor. You can put a yoga mat if you do yoga underneath it. And so you can sit regularly. So in sitting regularly, you can you'll be exposed to the top of the shoulders, the neck, the side of the neck, to this area here. And if she bends forward a little bit, you can get the thoracic region. Again, Shiatsu uses mainly the thumbs, but you can use the palm. You can use, later on, you can use the elbow. But the main idea is to, we'll start with a line on each side of the spine. If you start at the very top, you'll find the spine. And as you go down the spine, there'll be a vertebrae, and then a ditch, then the vertebrae, and the ditch. So just find one of those ditches, excuse me, and stand a little ways away, and then just lean forward. And then release by leaning back. Go to the next little hole and lean forward. And if you want to, you can shift your thumb slightly up and down. So if you put one foot in front of the other, then you can modulate the body shifting very smoothly. So you just unweight the front foot and lean more, and then just do the reverse to go back. And then to apply more pressure, just lean forward. Keeping your arm perpendicular, point of contact, and using just your arm to transfer the pressure from your body to the point of contact. So it's not pushing.
Mazzy.
That's okay. Later on, there are certain instances where you can push, but I'll explain that to you later.
Can I ask, where are the thumbs again? Alongside the spine?
Yeah, it's alongside the spine. And
Just anywhere, or specifically where you were saying the ditches are, or just anywhere alongside the spine?
Well, you can start anywhere, but then as you slide the thumbs up and down, you'll find that there's an upper area and then there's a lower area. The upper area is where the vertebrae are. The lower areas are in between the vertebrae. So you want to apply more pressure in between the vertebrae. Okay.
Thank you.
And then there's another line that's just outside of that where the muscle runs along the side. So after you apply the pressure, it goes down as far as you can. Then you can go up and you start using more of a flat of the palm to do the muscle on top of the muscle. So it takes a little while to develop the strength. That, if you do it every day, you get stronger and stronger. So you can do that all the way down. Okay, so it's later on, I'll also teach you how to do it on the floor. It's a lot better because you're pushing the body against a hard surface. And so, you know, you don't have any body motion going back and forth. You get what I mean. So, also you can use the palm of your hands, maybe at the beginning to just kind of loosen back. And then you can use one palm, 2 palms. Again, you modulate the amount of pressure by shifting your weight from the front to the back, or to the front from the back.
Hideki says, could you maybe move Jeannie so that her back is more visible so that they can see?
Sure.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
And then we could do it with the pillow over this way.
Okay. I used to massage for 3 years in various casinos in LA. And the people that I massage, they just turn the chair around so they could continue playing. So this is a good way. If you put a little pillow on top, it kind of soften the upper part. But this way you can lean a lot harder, back up, lean. Same thing with the thumbs. Just go. All you're doing is you're shifting your weight. Be real smooth. And on that outside line I was telling you about, directly over the muscles, you can even use your knuckles. Just knuckles, back, in, out. And if it's a slippery material, you can even slide. So you work both sides of the vertebrae from the very top through the thoracic area, then the middle part, all the way down to as far as you can go. Generally speaking, you want to apply the pressure going down for maybe a count of 4 or 5 and staying on the point for maybe up to 7 seconds, and then releasing slow, or you can release quickly. But when you release, like I say, it's just the reverse of applying pressure. You just back off your weight. So it's very little work that you're really doing. You're just transferring your weight through your arms perpendicularly to the point. Are there any questions on that?
I have a question. Your elbows remain straight. You don't bend your elbows.
You can bend your elbows, but it's better if you keep them straight. Like I said, I'll talk to you later about how you can use geometry to transfer the weight in tight quarters, for example, you can always hook your elbow onto your hip. And with that, if you have less room, I'll get into specific instances where you can, you know, bend your elbows and not have it straight all the time. I'd say maybe 90% of the time, you can keep your elbows straight. If you bend your elbow, you have less control, transfer of weight to the point, but you can. I mean, later on you can bend it and hold it in that position and keep the same pressure. But initially, you try to keep the transferring mechanism straight. Okay, so there are also points to see, you know, the last point will end right here at the coccyx. And then from there, you want to go outside because right about here is where the sciatic and it's the weakest and it pops out. So that's an important point. But I'd say if you keep. Pardon me? Oh. Okay, let's go back up to the top. One of the most important areas is called medulla oblongata. That's that little hole right where your skull in the middle, just above the spine. There's a little depression. That's where all the nerves come down through there from the head, and it goes down each side of the spine and then branches out. So because we live in a society where a lot of stress is produced, I would say 98% of most stress-related or tension is in this area. So alongside, on each side of the medulla oblongata, you'll see a ridge line between the head, the skull, and the neck. That area is very important also. So you want to start with maybe the thumb, with the person being massaged straight down. You'll find that little depression here. And you want to just push very, I don't want to use the term push, but place your thumb there and then lean slightly. Lean slightly. And then you can actually move your thumb slowly upward and take another step going up. Then put a little more weight behind it and go up. And that'll release a lot of tension. And then after you go up with some thumbs, you could use two thumbs or another technique is to get in front. Hook your fingers along that ridge line with these two fingers right under the medulla oblongata. And then lean down and back and lean forward. So you're hooking, keeping this straight, down, and forward. And then eventually, if you want to, you can go down on your knees, come down, and lean back. Lean forward, lean back, and forward. You can come back up. Pardon me?
Can you see it?
Oh, you're using these 4 fingers, these 8 tips of your fingers, and you're putting it right up under the ridge line where the skull meets the neck. And then you just lean back Lean forward. Lean back.
And maybe it's a little hard to see, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Should I go side
No.
this way?
maybe. I'm just thinking,
Okay,
Okay.
or if you're a little closer.
A little
okay.
closer?
Oh, thank you.
So you can use one hand or you can use two. I use two so you can catch both sides at the same time. Or you could just use one finger. I'll use the middle finger at first just to get the medulla oblongata. And you just move that. And you can use these other fingers to kind of back it up. You can use 3 fingers. You can use 8 fingers. So you're not pushing, you're just shifting your body. And pull it up in different directions. And like I said, you can also do it from the back with your thumbs. Oops. You can use your other hand to stabilize. Triangulate yourself so you'll be more stable. And then keep your arms straight and lean. Lean back. Lean. You change the thumb position. And you can stop where if you feel as you're going along the muscles or in between the bone and the muscle, and you see something that's a little bit harder, that's usually, in Japanese, we call it tsubo. Tsubo. It's where energy gets kind of stopped up. It's like a little ball or a knot. You can, when you feel it, you'll know what it feels like. On those kinds of spots, you want to just do it lightly, but keep doing it at one spot. And you'll find that a lot of times it just goes away. That knot will just go away. Most people that have to use their head a lot and thinking, they have this kind of a problem. So from that ridge line, if you just go off to the side, you'll find that there are 2 muscles that come down the neck. They come down the neck here, then they go out the sides. You want to just follow that one. So right now I'm doing the right side. Closing my eyes so I can visualize where my fingers are. If your client gets a little uncomfortable, you just break off and wait until she gets comfortable. Let's start again. After you finish doing a little bit on that, then you can do the left side. Now for the top, especially if she was turned around the other way, you could actually use your forearms. To lean slightly. Or you could use your palms. But you don't want to use the subject. And then you can also use your thumb just to the, on the upper part of his collarbone. And again, now in a case like this, you can't get up here to go perpendicular. You can aim your thumbs down as if you're coming from this direction. And then shift your weight through your arm, through your thumbs, downward. And you'll find a line that goes all the way to here, where it meets this bone here. When you do your searching, you'll find these places for sure by closing your eyes and just following. It's like a little road between the bone and the meat. Okay, so also, if you're using a chair at the halfway point, if you want to, you can exchange so that you can both learn how to do it and then how it feels. Okay. You can also use a little bit of massage techniques, like at the very top, to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That always feels real good. Okay, we have any questions so far? The points I'm stressing is to just be there. Shift your body to transfer your weight through your arms to the part on the body that you're massaging, and apply it slowly. And you can back off at any speed. The number one thing that you do not want to do is to push. Push, trying to push. It's not smooth, and it's not conducive to a good feeling. The best feeling is just being there. Okay. The arms. I usually start off by stretching the arms. Again, just leaning back, moving forward, going from one side to another, leaning back, moving forward. Usually I go this way. Just leaning back, leaning forward. I'll stretch more. There's this one angle here where people have difficulty if they don't move the shoulders a lot, which result in rotator cuff problems. But if you can do this by yourself by leaning against the wall or a tree. At this angle, you'll know what that angle is because it's painful usually. But if you just hold it against the wall, and you keep doing it repetitiously, it'll go away. So I'm going to mix up some massage techniques for the arms. Basically, just fold the arm out, starting from the shoulder, just massage it. The left and the right hand. Using your thumbs and your fingers, massage right along the muscles, the top, wrists, again, you can feel the ridges, hold the thumb and the ring finger, then the next finger, the middle one. You stretch the fingers by putting hands in here like this and then pulling it out. So it's like this. Now put the fingertips in between the fingers and then pull it out. Then you can go one at a time with the thumb gently sliding between your thumb and your index finger backwards, and then with your index finger and the thumb on the other hand, around the other parts.
Hideki, could you lift her hand a little higher?
Sure. Okay. I was just saying, when you're massaging the arms, just grab the whole arm with both hands and gently roll it around. This is kind of like a amma technique, where you just really rolling the muscles around. And then you'll see the muscles along here. You don't have to use the thumbs to lean on. You can just squeeze, 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 squeeze. Again, you can feel the muscle, the stripes. You want to go on top of it and in between. And I pull the left side, do the same thing on the other side. You basically wiggle up on both sides of the finger, from the one doing the top and bottom and the other one doing the sides. Then you go to the other arm and you do the same thing. Okay, so I showed you how to stretch the arms this way. Now, one at a time, you can take one arm at a time. Place the flat of the palm on top of the shoulder. And then shift your weight to the back, raising your left elbow and putting your thumb right under the clavicle as a pivot point, and stretching. Slide the thumb around the clavicle, and lean back and stretch it. Then you take the arm, swing it around, and put it to her back like this. Now, you want to take this side and put your forearm under it and lift it up by leaning back and go on the underside, the bottom side of the clavicle, and lean in, lean in, lean in. And what that does is it loosens the shoulder around the clavicle, and do that on both sides. I think for the rest of it, I can leave to the next lesson, or if you want, I can just have Jeannie lie down, because there's no way I can really show you how to do the legs. So I'll just remove the chair. Just throw a couple of pillows on the floor.
Are they gonna be able to see?
I'm gonna
Stephanie, tell us when you can see it.
we'll put this down. Maybe you need to be back more.
That looks
If
good to me.
Jeannie lies down, can you see the top of
Says
it?
that.
Yeah, why don't you lie down and
Yeah.
we can
This
see.
is really the best of all positions for doing shiatsu, because you can lie on your stomach, you can turn on your back, and you can do the front side, and you can do internal organs, ampuku massage, and you can massage the front, you can massage around the eyes, nose, face. So, yeah. So when the patient is down, then you can get on your knees. And this is a much better massage position because you see there's very little effort in shifting your body weight. It's very smooth. And if you want to do the center again, then you would have to straddle the body like this. Yeah, and then if you can get the person being massaged to breathe in sync with you, it helps a lot because you want her breath going, you want her exhaling as you're pressing down, and then up, she inhales, down, she exhales. Etc. And another good thing later on is if you could put some nice music on that has a slow rhythm. So you see, you can use your whole hand now. And you can use your body to kind of guide and align yourself. Again, it's really good to get right over the body. So being on the floor is much more effective than using a chair. If you have a massage table, like I have in the next room, it's only about this high. So you can also get the same thing, except because it's so wide, you have to kind of angle if you want to do the spine. But it's good because you can get, it's a little bit higher, so you can get more pressure on the sides going the opposite way from the spine and this side too. So this part here, right here, is you'll find a depression. That depression is right at the bottom of the pelvis. And that's a good spot. And on that spot there, you'll later on when you get the fingers, you can put your elbow right in the depression. And again, lean. So you do that on both sides. Not only can you push it from the side that you're on, I don't like to use the word push, but you know what I mean. Shift your body weight, not my pressure. That's really good for the sciatica because there are 4 points in the sciatica nerve running down the spine where it's weak. These are 2, and there's 2 up here. You can tell when you hit it because it has kind of a real markedly different tingling sensation. Also, when you're on this side, and if you want to do it from the opposite side, you could put your fingers here too, right? And lean back. I'll go this side so you can see. This one right here. Just hook your fingers and lean back. Lean back. Lean back. The rest of it is just lean right over the butt. And you can do the legs one at a time using your palms, or you could use your thumbs. You could double up. And the calves, and you can also use your forearm. Again, lean, lean. And same with the calves, you can go right down the middle of this muscle. This part is usually pretty sensitive, especially when you get down to about here. So you don't want to lean too hard. You get some feedback from significant organ. And we want to do the sides. Maybe just roll up both hands and squeeze, 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 squeeze. And with your thumbs, you can actually rotate it right under the calves next to the bone. Same thing with this side. Move up a little bit. And I'll show you how to do the feet. Yeah, you want to put a pillow right under the feet.
Hideki, could you move the computer to the left a little so we can see her feet?
Pardon me?
I mean, yeah, we can't see
your
her
feet.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Let's see, we're getting to
So this, so just look up and you can see that. You can see.
okay. She's got kind of dirty feet. Okay, so right, this is the Achilles tendon. It feels good to potentiate and massage both sides at the same time. You can use the middle finger with hands. Trick. Now the bottom of the feet really feels good. You can do both of them at the same time. You can use your thumbs if you want. Just lean. Lean. Thumb sideways. It's a point right in the middle here that feels really good. So I'm going right down the middle, which will go down the sides as well. This is another good place where you can use this part of the knuckle. Same thing with this side. It's a little bit fast. It's about 3/4 points. So if you want to switch, you can switch now. The next thing is you can raise one leg at a time. Grab the foot like this and use your fingernails and your fingers to do like this to the bottom of the feet. Feels very good. And you can use your thumbs to press in between the toes, between the big toe and its adjacent one, and the little toe and its adjacent one, and once more between the middle toe and the toe next to it. And then once you get that part, you can use your fingers to get the other one in between. And to get the ankle, generally use the thumb and rotate it around here. And then you can take your right hand for the right foot, grab it like this, and rotate it all the way around, just like you would rotate your head, right side, back. Complete rotation, 2, 3, 4 times in one direction. And you change directions, making sure you go all the way around. And then gently pull the leg back. You grab it right around here. You go forward. Just using your body weight real slow until you can't go anymore. Hold it for a few seconds. Pull it back. And you'll be surprised after about 5 times, you can touch the heel to the right buttock. You just keep constant pressure on it. And as she breathes out, you put a little more pressure, a little more pressure, and then go down. Then you repeat the left side. Same thing. Starting to
Lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down. Good, good.
Pardon? Going too fast? Any questions? These kind of things you can just kind of figure out on your own. Bend the toes one way, bend the toes the other way. Rotate all the way around, both ways. Fold the leg. Contract that legs. Fold the legs. And then you can do them both at the same time if you like. Just grab it right around there. And just slowly lean down until it stops. So shiatsu massage combination, it really helps if you can augment it by, say, doing yoga or stretching, regular stretching. And I have an inverter table. I hang upside down for 10 minutes a day. That pulls the spine out and makes blood go to your head, and you feel a lot better. Walking, running, these are all really good exercises that are synergistic with each other, and I would highly recommend it. And you can live a higher quality life for a longer period of time. It's I think is one of our aims in life. Are there any questions? Pardon?
Question that's not related to your shiatsu, but what is ama?
Yeah, I can show you. If you, she will turn around, I can kind of introduce you to what Ampuku is like. Jeannie has had 2 hip replacements, and yet she's still quite flexible. She does yoga every day. This is the area that you can massage the internal organs. And basically, you want to rock it back and forth like this. You want to get the internal organs, give them a massage. So this is one technique. After you do that for a while, get in this position, and you put your thumbs along each side here, and then you push, or you shift your weights inward. Under the, there's kind of a bone thing here. So you do this all around the side. And then all the way down the groin, down both sides. You can use your fingers, this. Okay. So you put okay. All the way down. You'll hear the stomach area start to gurgle. So it's like a rolling motion. Up and down, up and down. And then you can do like this. You can do circles. And the other one. This makes for healthy internal organs, large intestines, spleen, stomach, digestion. Mhm. People say, how long has massage been around? I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure that ever since the humans started inhabiting the earth, they massaged each other because it makes the body feel better. And, anyway, that's about it for now. If you plan on attending the other sessions, like I said, you could switch at the halfway point so that you can both learn to give and to receive. And I'll be teaching you some advanced techniques on how to give massage in tight quarters. Basically, it's using fixed objects, like the wall, or basically your elbows against your body. I'm learning every day. I do massage to Jeannie every day. The face, the nose, the temples, scalp, just every part of the body can be massaged, can be fixed. I want you to practice being on all four, like I said. Pretend like you're a baby and then walk towards your partner. Jean, can you turn over into your back?
You got my stomach?
Yeah, in your stomach. Yeah, just lie down anywhere. And just crawl right on her and over her, as if she wasn't even there. So this is the kind of feeling that you want to impart. Are there any questions?
You could do a dog.
And dogs are especially easy because they're so small. When you find them lying on your lap, just close your eyes. And it takes very little effort, but when they get settled, you can just put your finger in between, actually anywhere like humans too. And just use your hand pressure.
He loves it.
Okay. Well, maybe here's a good stopping point, huh, Hideki?
Okay.
Okay. So thank you everybody for joining us. Again, like Hideki said, we have 2 other workshops coming up and you can still sign up for those. So you can just visit our website and go ahead and sign up. Otherwise, hopefully we'll see a lot of you back again next Wednesday. So thank you to Hideki, thank you to Jeannie, and thank you to everybody. Have a good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Practice.
Have a good night.